I had a question too. Just another question about like how, because we were talking about before how I can really see that you got a good balance of like, working hard but also resting. I struggle with that a lot. I struggle with resting. The reason why my voice sounds like this, by the way, is because the last 2 nights I was resting. I was trying to have fun. I was like, partying, having a good time.
You're off the liquor.
I was I can't be saying that on camera. What are you talking about? Not off the liquor at all. I was trying to get me bait, What's going on? What's going on, bro?
Just cut it out.
I'm just joking. But no, like I was, I was having fun, and kind of lost my voice a bit. But like that's very rare for me because I always try to be focused and like, like I think maybe it's because when I started doing this, it was very much I needed that. I needed to be always focused, always strict to myself, because otherwise I wouldn't get enough momentum. But now I've got the momentum, it feels like I can't stop. I have to always be working. I have to, even my free time I'm editing videos, even my free time I'm writing. It's like that can't be sustainable. So I was want to ask you, I don't know if you figured it out, but like I also want to ask you, how do you balance having fun but also staying focused and working towards your goals?
I ain't figured it out. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Alright, fuck's sake, who are we gonna ask, bro? How are we gonna figure it
bro,
out?
that's something we gotta learn. But once I got the answers, okay, now more time though.
Let's speak on it a little bit, if you know.
I mean, I'm figuring it out, but so far what I managed to do is I kind of set myself like I try and give my Sundays, make my Sundays my lazy days. So at least have one day when I'm not doing everything. I'm not anything. I mean, I'm not doing anything. But I also feel what you could do is maybe kind of like have 2 weeks on for hard work. Obviously use Sundays as the lazy days, and then obviously the third week in the month you kind of have less work to do, and then you have like Saturday and Sunday off. Then you go hard for another 2 weeks, then off a week. And then obviously it's like as you're doing this, it's like you also give yourself maybe a long-term holiday to kind of work towards. So for me, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna try and fly out to like 3 countries next year. When I'm trying to fly out is in first flight is probably in the end of April. So from March to January to March, sorry, I'm gonna literally just be doing the 2 weeks grind on the north. Obviously at the end of the month I'll also give myself like a little, I don't know, weekend treat. Like maybe I'll probably go out with my mates to a different city, or probably go to Paris or something. But then again, it's like these are things which I would have planned at the beginning of the month. I think the best way to say it is just organizing your month.
Yeah, and then kind of working day by day towards that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so but even you have to plan in the rest days and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to genuinely just plan everything, because it's like anything can happen, and it's like that's why I'm saying I'm still figuring it out. Because like, for example, like I told myself that next week was going to be my off week, but I couldn't do certain things this week. I was trying to work on a photo shoot, I couldn't do that, so I have to push it till next week. But it's okay, because it's like I've kind of done a backup team where I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'll probably have a bit of a rest day, and so next week I'll end up just grinding instead. So it's just adapting your timetable, and then learning to stay committed. It's really just timetabling. It's like committing to a passion.
Yeah, 100%. And you just kind of like, you take that and you just build it out from there, because you understand that like the larger goal is important, but also like resting is important too. Because like I definitely get into this feeling and habit that like if I don't work every day, then I feel like I'm not making any movement.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like do you feel that too?
Yeah, that's literally the impulsiveness, but that's because we've got a goal. We feel that there's a time limit. If we don't succeed in that time limit, it gets to you, man. I feel what you're saying, and it's a bad habit, because even with me, I can't rest. Like I will come back home and then be like, okay, I'm gonna chill, and then about as soon as I get back home after I eat, I'll just be drawing, and then I'm like, wait, I thought I was supposed to be chilling.
How do you get rid of the time limit that we have?
Honestly, man, you just gotta learn to take it easy. Like,
take it easy.
Yeah, man.
I need to sing when my voice is going. I can't not part out.
Nah, you're funny, bro.
Go.
Nah, I think it's just it's literally just kind of like not putting too much pressure on yourself. That's something which I'm still learning at the moment. But I think the best way to kind of approach that is really just whenever you feel like you're reaching that limit, genuinely just be like, okay, I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Because there have been times where you'll burn yourself out, and then it's like the work you're doing isn't even at your peak. Like I remember I'll draw a sketch. I finished drawing a whole wallpaper for my artwork, the outline, and I looked at it And it's because throughout that whole week I stayed up till about 1 or 2 a.m. after work. And I thought to myself, nah, I'm rubbing this whole thing off. Next Monday, I'm going to start again, and I'm going to do it when I'm in a better mindset. So then I did it in the clear. I basically rested. When I looked at it, it was on the Sunday, right? And I was trying to finish it off. I just rubbed it off and I said, look, I'm too tired. I'm going to start again tomorrow. I'm going to try and complete it for 2 weeks' time. And then I actually took my time with it. Completed it with just after the 2 weeks. But it's not that deep because at the end of the day, it's still in my own time. I haven't gotten... At the end of the day, I've got other responsibilities that are also kind of
100%.
stopping me. I'm not in an environment where I need to actually complete it by a deadline. And I don't have those other responsibilities.
And was it better work because you took your time to do it?
Yeah, 100%. I got better likes. I mean, it wasn't significantly that much, but I got a few extra. I got several extra likes, and I kind of ended up realizing that it's like, even the responses in the comments as well, they're saying it looks a lot more detailed. The anatomy looks better. It was because I took my time with it, and I realized it's quality over quantity. That's what it is.
100%. Like, just finding that balance is so important too, because I think like it's obviously, especially because we're trying to do a longevity thing. You know, we're trying to do this to the rest of our lives. Like is those I think about this all the time, bro. Like, we're talking about how we're struggling to balance. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get harder.
100%.
More work, more people relying on us, like millions of pounds, like more stress. Like, it's something we want because we're gonna be actually not doing the things we don't want. We're just gonna be doing the things we want. So it's something we actually want to engage with. But it's still like, fuck, dude. It's like, you're complaining now, but like in the future, you're gonna have a fucking Netflix on your neck, like talking to you about, Timmy, we gotta get this scene made. Like, we need you in the office right now.
And that, no, you're fully right, and that's where all of this practice comes in. So you learn how to balance all the pressure, and it's like the one thing is just not allowing the pressure to get to you. Once you learn, it's kind of like a reversal technique. It's like you wouldn't think that by calming down you'll be able to complete things a lot better, but you gotta take your time with things. If you gotta take your time with a production with something which you're working on, then take that time, but also be sensible enough to at least give it a reasonable time when you're gonna delay it. That's why I'm saying with for me, I just think the best thing for me that which I've kind of been learning, and I know you asked how do I work on balancing time and like not overworking. I just see it as just be realistic to yourself
and like what what you're gonna do.
Know your limitations.
Know your limitations. Fair enough. Let me just go on off that too. And like another aspect of like balancing the work-life balance and the chill life balance is to find like relationships and to make sure that like when you're in relationships, I know that he's laughing the comments because he knows what's coming. Like just understand that like, you know, that we're not just work people, we're also people trying to connect to people. And like, you know, when you find relationships, when you meet girls and stuff like that, I wanted to just ask you, and you know, you can abstain from answering, but I want you to answer. Alright, cool. Like, what have you learned from past relationships, and like, how do you approach like the next set of relationships with that in mind? And I mean like romantic relationships, not just with like friends. Like,
no.
I mean things, you know what I mean? Like, I mean things.
You're a dog, bro.
For all the dogs.
For all the dogs.
Woof woof.
Who let the dogs out?